going to talk about evolution of Hajj organization, the evolution of Hajj management in Nigeria. Zikrullah Ola Kunle Hassan, head of executive board of Nigeria National Hajj Commission. He's also a person in the field, is in charge of the business, just like the Somalian counterpart. So the floor is yours, dear brother. You have 15 minutes.
May God's blessing be upon you and Prophet Muhammad and his Sahaba.
And through you, I also would like to thank the organizer of this important program. And I want to do this thank because of 3 reasons. The first is that the Hajj family in Nigeria are grateful for you for inviting us to this international conference on Hajj, through which we have opportunities to interact with other enlightened Muslims from other parts of the world. Second reason is that you have brought us topics which are relevant to the emerging issues as it affects Hajj. And thirdly, and very importantly, at a time when many Muslims have lost or are losing hope about the issue of Hajj due to the impact of the corona, you brought out Hajj for us to discuss so that Muslims can continuously get awareness. I would like to use the minutes to quickly bring out the salient points in my presentation instead of reading. From our records, Muslims from the part called Nigeria today have started going to Hajj as far back as the 11th century. But they go differently through caravans, through king, through traders. But it was in 1950 that Muslims in northern part of Nigeria established an independent Hajj agency called West Africa Pilgrim Agency, with the headquarters at the ancient city of Kano. By the time the development of steam engine and ships was invented in the 19th and 20th century, it allowed many Muslims from the part called Nigeria today also to go to Hajj. But it was only 47 years ago, in 1975, that the federal government of Nigeria involved itself in the management of Hajj. It was private individuals who organized Hajj. When the government involved itself, it founded an agency called the Directorate of Pilgrim Affairs under the supervision of Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Despite the government involvement in Hajj from 1975 up till 2006, witness in Hajj is that among the Nigerian contingent, there's rowdiness and long hours wasted in boarding in Nigeria, as well as in boarding from Saudi Arabia back to Nigeria. Because of this, a number of times there are demonstrations of Nigerian pilgrims in Saudi Arabia, either at the airport or even in their residence, if they get tired of not being airlifted back to Nigeria. This organization led to so many flights delays at the airports. In the end, many people, their value for money, they did not get for going to this Hajj. I must also say that there were a lot of accommodation problems, and sometimes after people went back home from Hajj, they cannot find their luggages. In 2006, there was a reform in Nigeria, and for the first time, the Nigerian government established the National Hajj Commission, which was an independent Hajj organization which reports only to the president. the act that established the commission gave it so much powers in the coordination, in terms of health, in terms of accommodation, and in terms of setting standards of Hajj in Nigeria. Let me say that the contingent of Nigeria to Saudi Arabia is 95,000. We are the 5th largest contingent in the world. This contingent comprises of pilgrims from 36 states in Nigeria, and then the Federal Capital Territory in Abuja of Nigeria also have their own contingent. But all of them are under the supervision of the National Hajj Commission. The composition of the commission is the chairman and chief executive, 3 other full-time executives, and board members from Ministry of Aviation, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Immigration, Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Health, the Central Bank of Nigeria, and the umbrella Islamic organization in Nigeria, Nigerian Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs. After the establishment of the Hajj Commission, things changed very much in Hajj in Nigeria. I remember that there was a time when the Saudi Ministry of Hajj told us that because of problem of Nigeria, there used to be some department which is for all Hajj all over the world and one for Nigeria only. But after the establishment of the National Hajj Commission, he also said Nigeria moved from being one of the worst to one of the best in the world. There are a lot of differences, even as we go year in by year out, that we have changed in what we used to do. Before, each state and the armed forces used to have a medical team. But after some time, we changed the medical team to be under the National Hajj Commission, and then we find out a tremendous result. For instance, in 2010, only 17,138 pilgrims were attended to by our different clinics. But by the time we changed in 2016 to have a central medical team, it improved from 2010 that by 2019, the medical clinics were able to attend to 82,385 patients. So it was clear that by centralizing some of the activities, there were good improvements. Now, what are the major achievements the National Hajj Commission has brought between the year 2014 and now to management of Hajj in Nigeria? If you look at the data available, in the Medina accommodation, Nigerian pilgrims have moved entirely from other hotels to go to where we call the Markazia, and where we use hotels that we have graded from grade A, B, and C. But when we say grade A, we mean an hotel which must be a 5-star hotel and which must not be more than 200 meters to the Haram in Medina. A grade B hotel must also be a 5-star hotel which must not be more than 500 meters to Haram in Medina. And grade C hotel will be a 4-star hotel also within the Markazia. In Mecca, we also graded our hotels into 3. We have 5-star hotel which must not be more than 800 meters. Grade B, 5-star hotel which must not be more than 1 kilometer. And grade C, which must not be more than 1.5 kilometers to Haram on the Taradudiya route to the Mashair. We also decided that most of our pilgrims should first go to Medina before Hajj. So whereas in 2014, we were able to allow 57% to come to Medina by air, By 2017, we got to 61%, but very importantly, by 2017, 99% of Nigerian Muslim pilgrims visited Medina before Hajj. And these are some of the difference we have. We have what used to be the kind of accommodation we use and the one we now use now. Again, I have the kind of buses we used to use and the one we now have now. But important thing that I must say is that we have started at the Hajj Commission to invest in businesses through which the proceeds and the profit from those businesses are made to ease our Hajj operation. We have constructed clinics at our pilgrims camp, which are used by the pilgrims during the time of Hajj, and they are used by the community before and after Hajj. The National Hajj Commission have built hotels in different states in Nigeria, the income of which we also hope to be using to run Hajj. We also have event hall like this one, which is also available for us to get income to run our operation, among others.
Doktor,
You have 3 minutes, sir.
In Nigeria, now as we speak, we do not depend on the federal government of Nigeria to run our Hajj operation. The National Hajj Commission finances its Hajj operation independent of proceeds from the government. In 2015, we were able to achieve only 32%, but by 2019, which was the last Hajj, we organized Hajj 100% without government funding. In the last 1 year, in summarizing, in the last 1 year at the National Hajj Commission, we have started and joined the people who are doing Hajj savings scheme. We have taken off by having a Hajj savings scheme, particularly for Muslims from poor environment in Nigeria. Secondly, we are on the move to totally digitalize all our operation. And thirdly, we have commenced private-public partnership on some of our landed properties where we intend to have what we call build, operation, and transfer from the investors. And in concluding, we intend to also establish an Hajj training institute. We also intend to join the Makan Route Initiative. We are also looking for possible investment opportunity outside in Nigeria. I thank you so much for having us here, and I pray that many of us will be able to say this year, Labaik Allahumma labaik, labaik la sharika lak labaik, wassalamu alaikum.
biz de bu güzel
Thank you very much for this nice presentation. Mr. Kunle Hassan, the Chief Executive of the Nigerian National Hajj Committee, thank you very much for this presentation.